Good. I'd like to change it all up, eh?
Yeah.
No. Who's the owner of this? Not owner or whatever. Who's the host of the Ramble? Like, who's the server creator?
That would be me.
Oh, doesn't show a star beside you, eh?
Well, it could be. I don't know. We've never
I
really
wonder.
paid any attention.
Yeah, usually it shows a star.
Let's see. Nope, no star.
Are you where? Yeah. I was like, you're showing offline for one.
Yeah.
Well,
Is...
I usually show offline. That's why I popped on to see.
You got that little diamond. I don't know if that makes a difference. The diamonds now, or is it just
No. It's the same thing with me too. No, it doesn't show it. It only shows it for some people. It seems. It doesn't seem to show it to everybody anymore.
Yeah, I wonder
I
what
don't
the
know.
difference is.
I don't know. I guess we're not like. I don't know.
So, health recipes. Kitty Girl might be able to help you get your push to talk working. She was trying this morning, Kitty Girl, and she couldn't seem to get it. She did get the mute off, which kind of indicated that she must have had something set. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, the micro is damaged. Yeah, that could make a difference. Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is Shadows Pub and Pimp Your Post Thursday evening edition from the Ramble. And we'll just get underway and sharing a few posts. I'll have everybody remember that you earn shade when you present your post. And if you go to the post, leave a comment, a real comment, and use PYPT in your comment, then I will pick that up and you'll earn shade for making the comment as well. So, Contra Borden, you are first.
I didn't realise I was up so soon.
Pardon me? You just never
Didn't
know.
realise I was first.
Yeah, you're first. You didn't waste any time. You put your link in there and went, let's do her.
So I think you commented on this post. I have created a list of comment bots and have made this available via an API. And it was just timing that you said make sure you leave a real comment on these posts. So I'm, as I'm browsing Steam, adding bots to this list for people to determine in applications whether they're a comment bot or not.
So,
and I have.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Well, I was going to ask, you've called it a blacklist. Does that imply that the comment bots are a bad thing, or you just happen to use an easy list?
I didn't. It's not necessarily a bad thing to be a. Well, it's not a bad thing. It's just marking the account as not human interactive.
So you could call it an inhuman list.
I could. Perhaps I should rename it to something else.
Well, yeah. When I was reading the article and I went blacklist, does that mean that they're misbehaving with their comment bot, or being a pain in the neck, or?
Yeah, I guess that I'm sick of seeing that TTS comment that pops up randomly on.
PTS. Which one's that?
It's the one that reads out the entire post as a MP3 file.
That thing. See,
yes.
To me, it's creating a copy of your post in another media. And to me, that's stealing the post, because it's your option to make it in a audio media. So I see somebody, I think it's Marky Mark, has been downvoting it, and I'm kind of like, good.
I downvote it too, but not on auto.
Yeah, it would be so much better if they actually put a comment at the bottom of your post asking you if you wanted this to happen. Yeah, I mean, comment here and whatever.
Yeah,
You get the idea. Like have some kind of permission-based system in place, right? So like at least because like it's, I mean, I come from a marketing world and it's spam. You're not allowed to do it. I mean, so you
that's
get
a
in
good
trouble for
idea,
it.
actually. If they had something like respond with this comment, if you would like this made available on audio.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Very easy to
commented
do.
on it, and no one ever replies to it.
Yeah, we'll give them a
Oh,
little bit of a hint. Hi, Nathan.
hey, Nathan.
Yeah, so um, one real-world example of using this comment blacklist is, some people have those giveaways, like SBI giveaways, and let's say just drop a comment, and after 24 hours, I'll draw a random. And they'd go over and collect all the usernames, put them in this random text picker, and pick a winner. So I haven't written a post about it yet, but you just type in $random-winner, and it will select a random winner and exclude any of the known comment bots.
So that's one of the plans you're doing with it.
Yep.
So CA Dog has said, "Hey Beans, you picked me. What did I win?" Did you pick him? Yeah, you won the right to be a winner. All right. So it's kind of a project in progress then, eh? No, Contra
Yes,
Borden
well,
is talking.
Engine moves the goalposts.
Oh, he moved the goalposts. That's what he moved the goalposts on. I wondered what he moved them on.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Contra. Nightmare, that was Contra Borden that was talking. CA Dog is not on voice at the moment. And Nightmare, you're up. I see him typing there.
I was just gonna ask, did I drop? I got quiet now.
I'm just waiting for Nightmare to put a link in there. Geez, you're really spoiling the scenery here, CA Dog. Okay, tell us about this post, Nightmare.
So this is not my post, but maybe it will help. Everyone will know that they called me Dan as again uh, a proposal for everyone who wants to receive a bigger upvote. So say it about Twitter and in Twitter tagging for this certain person.
Andrew Yang. He says that he's a very popular Twitter tag to promote presidential candidate Andrew Yang. So he's got some sort of a contest going there related to him. So read the post
Yeah,
and find out.
you think he'd be a good? Why you think he'd be a good president or a good Steamian?
What's that?
He said he wants you to make a post about why you think uh using the Yang Gang tag about his ideas and if you support him as a candidate and why and blah blah blah.
There was somebody else that was on Steam that was going to run for president, wasn't he?
Like President of the United States, or?
Yeah.
I think they called me Dan wants to young to join Steam. That's why he wanted to tag him in tweet, do some Twitter.
Yeah, he's probably got a big following, so he'd want to bring him over. All right. Thank you, Nightmare. And Health Recipes, you are up. Well, you might want to drop that emoji in there, CA Dog, and share the post about your dApps.
No, we did not. If you're trying to talk, do you have it on push to talk?
Oh, he says he can't. No, we can't hear you, Health Recipes. Yeah, he's not going to drop his link and do a runner because I'll delete the link. So Bliss, if you take a look up there where I just put that line in there, there's an emoji that you use. So I'll put it in there again. Use either one of those emojis, and I'll add you to the list. You may have trouble with figuring out how to do the emoji. Health, I've got you on the list, and I'm waiting for you to drop your link. I called on you. And I'm assuming that you're probably going to be doing text, or are you on voice chat? Okay, hopefully she's got some text ready. Yeah, you can, but you've got to do the link and the text at the same time. Okay, she says it's a post about energizing juices with fruits like grapefruits, strawberry, and lemon. All right. So that's the third recipe that she shared with us today. Good for you. Good job. You're going to be glad when you get yourself a mic that's working for you. Yeah. All right. Thank you. And Injun, you're up.
I'm leaving a comment.
Okay.
As for health recipes, are you familiar with like natural medicine? That particular little group? You'd probably fit in pretty well over there. They're all about different healing
There you go.
tonics, that type of thing. Can you hear me now? Did you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, Luna, calm down a little bit, please. Thank you.
She's looking like she's responding. She says she has natural recipes, most of them food. Bliss, you did good there. You put the right emoji in, and now I've responded with the coffee cup, and it shows I've put you on the list. Okay? So, Injun, you're up.
Okay, I don't know this guy from Adam, but I was just browsing poetry tags because I like poetry and that kind of thing, and I came across this one, and I'm a big fan of nature and that kind of thing. And this guy talks about, he didn't make this painting; he pulled the picture from Pixabay or something, but he talks about the maple trees, and I've got the same feeling and had the same sense of just awe and wonder about it myself. So yeah, he probably doesn't know anything about Pimp Your Post or anything like that because he doesn't get a lot of comments, it seems, or many votes considering the size of his reputation. I would think he'd be a little more out there, but
He doesn't seem to be interested in being a little more out there.
do you think he's like kind of reclusive maybe, or what?
I do know he's based in Toronto. He's been on the platform probably as long as I have. He popped up. He popped up and left a comment on the post that I did about the short paragraphs. And for the longest time, I didn't even think he was still active, so it surprised me when I saw the comment. But he is. He's an excellent writer. He's actually a professional writer.
Well, dang. He needs to get out there a little bit more.
Well, I wouldn't be too surprised that he's probably writing in some other venues and isn't really too worried about it. But he's well worth following, especially when you're interested in poetry. He writes some pretty good fiction as well. Thanks, Engine. And that's Tashi. You're up.
All right. Hey, how's everybody doing? All right, I
Not
gotta
bad.
this. Hold on one second. I gotta get to the post here.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah. It looks. Let's prepare.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. So this is about all the slang words like for shizzle and break bad and y'all and chiefin and sketchy and all those different slang words and idiomatic expressions that people use all around, well, definitely in the United States anyway. I'm sure you guys have slang terms and stuff like that also in all over the world, right? And that's what this post's all about. Just getting people to get it really explains some of the words. I got an example here.
I think pretty well everywhere has local idioms that.
Yeah. But like bro means friend, booze, boyfriend or girlfriend, YOLO means you only live once. I mean, there's a bunch of different ones there. Pro, obviously, we call those a pro's a professional, right? You get the idea. So yeah, just American slang words and stuff like that.
Yeah, could you imagine talking to the average American and asking them if they'd kiss the cod? Hell, there's Canadians from out west wouldn't understand that one.
Right? Geez. Stay where you're at. I'll go where you're to, or I'll come where you're to.
Exactly. Nothing like our doofies. All right. Nightmare.
Or we keep them over there. We keep them over at Newfoundland, though. So.
Oh no, they spread around the country pretty good. I know.
They do. They go. Yes, they do. Yeah. They get out from time to time. Just kidding.
I was saying to Snook here earlier. She had put it. I'd seen a post over on Facebook with gnomes. There's a bit of an inside joke about gnomes, and yeah, I've claimed that they're not allowed across the border. So somebody had put this post up, and it was about these northern gnomes, and I shared it on my timeline and brought it to Snook's attention, and my comment was Newfie firing squad en route. And of course she got a joke out of it, and after I'd put it up I went, oh God, there's a couple of Newfies that are friends of mine. I thought I was going to get grief from them, but they never said anything. You know what a Newfie firing squad is, don't you?
No.
You ever looked at the back of a $50 bill?
Not for a long time, but yeah, okay.
Okay, so the back of the $50 bill has the RCMP musical ride. So when they're pointing the lances towards the center of the circle, that's the Newfie firing squad.
Okay, I think I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's the old $50 bill, right?
I haven't looked at a new one. I haven't seen one often enough.
See, the new ones are different.
Are they?
Why is it like yeah. That on there. Because they changed the dollar. They changed the bills over the years, as you know.
I don't carry much cash these days.
Yeah, crypto for the most part. Yeah. They just crashed Bitcoin down again. Geez, buggers. Like, see now here's where we need to go and get our big investor guys and just go buy Bitcoin right now. Like, what's wrong with us? Like, this is the cheap Bitcoins. You're not going to see cheap Bitcoins for much longer, guys. That's all I'm saying.
How low did it go today?
76 now.
Wow, that's quite a drop.
Yeah, it's been a kick in the teeth.
Cheap BitConnect. Yeah, real cheap.
This is
Nightmare.
cheap. This is cheap comparing the dollar is like,
No,
what
no,
is
no,
it,
no.
2% on the buying power of the dollar right now. So I can assure you that the Bitcoin's good price,
And
excellent
Toshi, did you
price.
take a look at what he said? He didn't say cheap Bitcoin. He said cheap BitConnect.
I see it. I see it.
Now you know why I started laughing.
Okay, I get it now. Yeah.
Okay, Nightmare. You got a link for us?
Of course.
Okay. Okay, what have you written about here?
So it's about coconut again. Uh, Coconut wine uh, came from coconut, of course, from the coconut fruit. Then about this coconut vinegar, when the coconut wine will get damaged, you can turn it into coconut vinegar. So if you don't like coconut wine, then you must do a coconut vinegar. There's a material to put it to make the coconut wine takes long.
I've never heard of coconut wine. Would be an interesting flavor though.
You can. It's popular in I think in YouTube because I saw a foreigner who drank coconut wine, but I think he drank his coconut vinegar. Then he was just being teased with a Filipino.
Ah,
But it's delicious. It's natural.
that'd be different. Good stuff.
Uh, yeah. At first, it can't be a coconut vinegar because the coconut wine is sweet. But then if you don't put those tongog to make the coconut wine preserve its taste, that's why it became coconut vinegar.
Well, there are some wines that is a very fine line between the wine and the vinegar. So you just take your chances with it.
Yeah, and I think the coconut vinegar is delicious rather than coconut that was made by chemical.
Yeah, well, anything without chemicals is good. Good stuff. Thank you, Nightmare.
Thank
And
you.
Bliss, you are up. Oh, AB Dex made it back. Okay, let me just mark those two that I've got them on the list. And Bliss is presenting by text, says, I'm new here, so I don't have someone else's post to pimp, so I'm going to do mine. Post basically talks about us being sorry when we ought to. I mean, nothing good comes from staying mad at someone. Just a short post, though, but leaves the question of does saying I'm sorry resolve every issue? Well, that's a thoughtful post. So, Bliss, you don't have to pimp somebody else's post. You're welcome to pimp somebody else's. You're also welcome to pimp your own. So, good stuff. Well done. Nice little write-up you did there. And we've given you the PYPT attendee role, so you now get to write with that funky blue shade that everybody else has got. And you've got access to a channel down there called the PYPT attendee, and you can put your posts in there, and we ask that you support the posts that are in there as well. Well done. And Safi's joined us. All right. And Injun, you're up.
I was just gonna tell Bliss about Wes Philbin's little deal he likes to do. It's a thoughtful daily post that would fall right in line there.
Yes, it would.
If you're looking for a few more tags, I mean, you can always add that one. go into a little more detail later if you want. I'm surprised he's not here. He must not be feeling too awful hot. But
I saw he popped in
anywho,
after
yes,
the show today, so I think he's probably still struggling with a flare up.
he's been having a heck of a week, man. That's for sure.
Was that you that was talking about the movie review this morning, Sarge?
No, actually, that was me.
That's what I said. Was that you?
Well, I thought you called me Arch.
No. Okay, just
I
tell us
think
about.
I think it cut off a little bit while he said Sarge. It just kind of sounded like he said Arg. You
Called
Arg.
me Arch.
He's
I'm
turning
not
into a
gonna call
pirate.
him
No, I'm just kidding.
sir.
Good old Janton. He saw this thing online, I guess, about a couple products that he got a kick out of, and one that really caught my eye was it said the Jesus shoes. And I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about, Jesus shoes? And if you go to the post, it explains about how you can now walk on water just like Jesus. It's, I mean, it's funny, neat little twist on what they're doing. Yeah, anytime that matter. Yeah, exactly. How can anybody walk on water? Be free to post. You'll find out. You probably get a little kick out of it. And he's a good writer too, so it flows.
So you see, we were talking earlier about slang that gets used. Jesus shoes also refers to sandals.
Well, this ain't about sandals.
Just don't wear them with socks. Shoes filled with holy water. There you go. You too can walk on water. All right. And Nathan.
So my question is, how do they know it's actually holy water in the shoes? I mean,
I think the idea is that they supposedly have blessed the water.
yeah, well, they're paying like between $1,200 and $4,000 for a pair of these shoes. It's crazy.
What's that old saying? The sucker born every minute?
Scam.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah, that one too.
Scam.
Or do they
Is
bless the
that
shoes,
like,
Nathan asks?
Anyone ever asked you to pay $1,000 to plant a seed? Just go plant the seed, okay? You don't have to pay $1,000.
Exactly.
is that
Right.
like is that like Jesus coin? And you know that is an actual coin that started out as a joke, and actually it's traded. Jesus coin, and then you have Cohen coin, or Jews lashback at Jesus coin. But yeah, well, I think about that.
All right, Nathan, you're up.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to find my push to talk key.
Hey, it sounds like you found it.
Yes, I did, but it was difficult to paste the link and, you know. Anyway, how are you? How's everyone? It's
Yeah,
been a long time
long
since
time
I've
no
been around.
see.
Yeah, I was off timid for about 6 months, not real life. But now I'm more or less back again.
So
And
you're back with a renewed outlook now?
much more organic creation, so. And it's kind of going back to roots. I don't know. Do you have the same feeling?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of moved back a little bit. The amount of downvoting is a little on the contentious side, but the curation is actually so far doing better than I expected.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I started, posting back as usual, stirring the waters, and with my usual rambling to be read between lines. And I'm surprised I'm getting actual votes apart from myself votes.
Well, one thing that kind of helps right now, the activity's down on the platform, so some of the curators are hungry to find content.
Yeah, well, that's that's quite good. Well, maybe there's I've been playing a lot with the shares lately and stuff, But why I'm supposed to be pimping my post? I don't.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what was it you rambled on about in this post? You said you were rambling in your post, so I just picked up on that.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know what I ramble about that.
You
Yeah,
don't know what you
I was
rambled about? I,
well,
wr- I wrote this
as
post and I have
usual.
no idea what I wrote it about.
Yeah, no, that's harsh. That's harsh. I more or less know.
Okay, so what's your post about?
Okay, I chose that one because I saw the exactly post that came 3 4 posts before mine.
Mm-hmm.
She was speaking about Venezuela, and today I was reading in a platform the post about comparison of communism and an episode of the series Lost. I don't know if anyone remembers that series. And it got me thinking about what happens in Venezuela, and our main natural resource is oil. And one of the communists, neo-communists, or socialists of the 21st century, or whatever their name is now, one of the first things they did was to tell us Venezuelans that now our oil belongs to us, to each Venezuelan. And I used to be an oil worker, and I know a little bit about all that. And I went into doing some mathematics, and actually, that's something they accomplish. It's just they spreading our wealth in a egalitarian way, let's say. And according to our current oil production and our current and the current oil prices, we're about getting in salaries our share of Venezuelan oil, $25 per person. And then I started rambling about it, and then I mentioned a little stroll I did around the south of France today. Because I moved from Britain, from French Brittany, like 6 months ago. I'm living in the south of France now, and so that post is about everything and nothing. But it's a fun read, as usual.
All right. Well done. So, Nathan, you now have your PYPT attendee role, and you also have access to the channel down there to be able to put your posts in. And I would appreciate if you check out the posts that are in there and give them some support.
Oh, sure, sure. I will go around with the Reward account, which is the one that has some SP on it,
Good stuff.
and and share some love.
Sounds good. Thank you, Nathan. No, Nathan was presenting. He was definitely talking. All right, CA Dog, you are up. Well, that's odd. I have no idea why he's muted from your view. He's not from mine.
If you right click on his name and see Kitty Girl, that maybe you've actually muted him by mistake.
Yeah, she's gonna leave and come back in. Okay, so CA Dog says, last week I released 2 dApps. This is the second one of the 2. The other one is completely decentralized chain-based chat. Using this, developers can allow anyone to post on the chain simply for 5 to 10% fees, and allow people to earn accounts, other cryptos / onboard. People like our pro account names at guest busters, at guess the number, at guestronomical, etc. Pro accounts are free, but they require being linked to an existing Steam account. It's a developer thing, so I hope you'll get to see some of your favorite platforms implementing it soon. So, CA Dog, were you in the chat yesterday, the witness chat? Because we actually were discussing guest accounts and if they were going to be implemented on the platform. So I take it that one of the dApps that you did actually accomplishes that, does it? Interesting. Well, there definitely seemed to be a lot of interest in it. A lot of people felt that a guest account would be an important way of onboarding people and let them try out the platform before they get into to getting a full account. All right. Yeah, I think somebody did mention the your app. Actually, I think I did. I forget. I want to bathe in my fame. Well, if you scroll way back in this text channel, you might see some comments. The recording is, I need to upload the recording yet, and then it'll be posted. It was the monthly witness chat that we did yesterday. So, CA Dog, just like we did with Nathan. That was probably the link I dropped. Just like we did with Nathan, you now have the PYPT attendee role. So you will be writing in that cool blue, and you have access to the channel down there. Well done. Yes, you are shiny. I should have it up tomorrow morning. I was doing something else, and I couldn't upload this afternoon when I finished processing it. So I'll probably put it up in the morning. All right. AB Dex, you are up. No, I'm not Steam Silver Gold. I see AB Dex typing, so I'm assuming that AB Dex is going to put a... It's a group that is of stackers. Got to get that 25% the tax for the queen. I see AB Dex typing. You got a link there, AB Dex? We're waiting on you. There we go. Okay. AB Dex says, I'm a chemist and also an artist. Kind of weird, so I made a drawing of a movie I was watching 2 days ago. So there we go. And AB Dex, for some reason, has a... Oh, it's got the Proby role. Okay, so we're going to give you the PYPT attendee role now, so you'll get to type in the other blue. Very nice. Well done. And... All right.
Wake up!
Oh, come on, I'm awake. Jeez. All right. So the Exactly News this week is, when we do that every week. So this is just a little cover of what's going on in the Steam world and also what's going on in the world in general, too. All that, the impeachment nonsense. It looks like it's over, finally. Anyway, that was starting to annoy me anyway. All right, and then looks like...
Did they have any concrete anything? It was just like a...
I mean, let's put it this way, okay? No. All right, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say
Well,
anything
actually,
more.
the biggest part of the problem is it depends which news outlet you're watching. If you watch the actual witness testimony, they've got a lot to chew on there.
Oh yeah, definitely. They have something to chew on for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch what C-SPAN had to say and all that stuff, yeah, they have a lot, but we also have lots to chew on as well.
Not really. He's as dirty as they come.
We'll see. I think the truth's coming out in the end. Anyway, so the total government debt is 69 trillion. That's another thing. And entertainment having to do with South Park and their transgender and all their stuff going after anything because they get away with everything. And they just tell everybody they're acting anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, and then you got the Disney Plus streaming service just launched. Who really cares about that? But, all right, and then the Bitcoin miner capitulation warning. So, yeah. So whatever that's supposed to be. So yeah.
Serge says, you ain't no pensive, but you're doing a pretty good job. Pansexual? I've never quite figured that one out, but I'm not even going to go there. All right. Thank you, Ed Toshi. And Safi, you're up. Don't let.
Sarah.
I would get the link fast. It was just I was commenting on a post, so that was why I lost it.
Ah, okay. Take care, AB Dex. Safi's getting the link. She was diligently commenting along. There we go. I see her typing. All right. Tell us about this post.
Okay. This is Tattoo J, and it was pretty recently. I just saw the post, and I love how his pictures is amazing, and this is street arts and some other arts, and I thought it was some really cool pictures in this one, so I wanted to share.
He really does do some good stuff.
Yeah, he does.
He had some good material to work with. Some of that's pretty cool street art.
Yeah, and he finds the coolest one.
Yeah.
He,
Good for him. He's got a good eye. Always has.
yeah, he does.
I kind of gathered from some of those settings that not all of it was street art.
No, it was some other things too.
Yeah.
Some statues or some.
There's some good shots there, though. His camera said it's expensive, too. If you had a talking camera, you'd be expensive. I'm kind of pulling your leg there, Nightmare. I think what you meant was that his camera is expensive. That the camera wasn't actually talking. Uh-oh. Nathan was voting with a flagging account. Perfect.
I'm gonna get beheaded.
As long as, as long as you, as long as you're upvoting with the flagging account, that's good.
That actually might send a real good message. Morbid.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean on the flagging?
You know, I have a shitload of accounts for different things. I have a flagging trial, and I was logged with it, and I thought I was logged with Revor, which is the creation account.
The mana is separate, so it won't affect the downvoting mana. It's two separate mana pools: the downvoting and the upvoting.
Yeah, but I'm not supposed to vote to upvote with the flagging account. I'm supposed to downvote.
No, they're not. They're not two separate pools, Engine. It's just set up so that you can do 2.5 votes a day without losing any of your voting power. And after that, you lose the voting power.
Shows you how much I actually flag people, huh?
Yeah,
Well, my flagging, what is that? The new free down flagging thing. I have a bot now. I don't like bots. I don't like automatic flagging, but I have set up a bot, and I am flagging all nuisance flaggers that are flagging our new folks that have come on Steam that are getting willy-nilly flagged. I have a hit list, Coin Instant.
So I don't like bots and I don't like flags, but I've set up a bot to flag the flaggers. Perfect sense.
Well, like minds think alike, and I've set one up. Coin Instant, he's already been advised. But, the Marky Mark's a lot better with him than I am. because whenever the Marky Mark flags Coin Instant and all his puppet accounts, it's never a downvote, really. It's 0%. He doesn't take his rewards. I do
Ah,
on every one of his posts.
well, there are no. Oh,
All
yeah,
his
I know what
puppet
you mean now.
accounts as well.
Okay, well, Nightmare, you're up. Steam Flag Rewards. That I don't think that's owned by Marky Mark, is it? CA Dog, does Marky Mark own the?
No, 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 no.
I didn't
That's
think so.
Anthony DeVisi.
Yeah.
Anthony
Anthony
DeVisi.
sold it. Anthony sold it, and now it's run by I'm a Steam rig, I'm a real rig, I'm a Jew rig, or something like this, an old with.
No, Anthony DeVisi is the founder and the guy that runs or what do they call it? Steam Flag Rewards. Um, and we've had our disagreements and everything, and they're not on my hit list. But I've set up a hit list. I hate to do it. I am tired of nuisance downvotes, especially on our new onboard users, and I had to take action. Steam Flag Rewards, not on the hit list. I just take a look at what they're doing, and if I don't care for it, I just share my opinion, and that's my opinion.
So I
But
think I don't think that Marky Mark and Anthony are in cahoots. They may agree on some downvotes, but I don't think that one's backing the other.
No, I'm not saying that.
I didn't. I know you,
Even
Sarge. I know you didn't. Injun did. He thought Marky Mark was backing Anthony.
Well, it doesn't matter who's backing who. I mean, I look at it from case to case. The only ones that are on my hit list are, that Camille Steamer. These people, that's all they do. Coin Instant, I put him on my hit list. The ones that are just nuisance downvoters and are making a mess of Steam and just acting crazy. So, and that's a personal thing. I don't want anybody to follow me or downvote what I do. Keep your downvotes, make your own decisions. Don't follow me, don't support me on downvotes because that's your thing. You
Okay,
do what you think is best.
so Nightmare, I'm going to put your link back in there because I know you put it in there and there was a bunch of chat. So go ahead and tell us about your post.
Yeah, it's about travel feed. I'm into in travel feed now because travel feed. When I use the travel feed app, I receive nice upvotes. Actually, I think it received eight $8. I think.
Oh,
So by
very
the way,
nice.
yeah. By the way, this is the post that I was presented before about I made some fiction story about this man-made island. So this time I made it clear and show it to everyone. How I go in the round of it and taking photos around it, so it can be used in travel feed.
That's good that they're noticing it because I know Axeman has mentioned that he's put travel feed on his tags and they keep missing him. So I'm glad that they're catching yours.
Yeah, because I use the travel feed app, and then the one who gave me bigger upvotes is the OCDB community.
Oh, good. So curation's working for some, that's for sure. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you, Nightmare.
yeah.
And Contra Borden, you're up.
I'm here.
Yeah, again.
I'll just hold on a second.
Oh, okay. Nathan was finally discovered by OCD recently.
So this is completely different to my other post. This is the other half of me. And this is a weekly contest run by my friend Organ Duo. We're up to week. And I joined Steam just to participate in this contest in week 7. And yeah, I'm still participating in this weekly contest, never missed one. Yeah, and I'm just hooked on all things Steam, and I thought I would share the other side of me with this bark work. And to make it a little bit more interesting, I added in the score as I'm playing along, and it's in the public domain, so there's no copyright issues breached there.
Very nice. So we have this contest to thank for you being on Steam.
Yes.
Well, good. There's always some good backstories at times. So I'm glad it brought you here and that you've been hooked by the rest of the platform.
Thanks.
Because we certainly appreciate your coding abilities. And
My shady coding abilities.
some of us don't move the goalpost on you. Yes, he is. And who we got next? We got Engine next. I see Snook has joined us.
No, there's no giveaway tonight.
The bot's offline.
Yeah. But anywho, I asked earlier if Kitty was presenting because I will present for her since she likes to do the same thing for other people. And I know she's not feeling all that great. Hope you do get to feeling better soon. I came across this morning. And I was like, painting, cool. I didn't really pay attention to where it said photograph down there at the bottom underneath. And so I'm looking at this painting and just staring. And I'm like, man, what exactly is that? And I saw, a couple different critters in it. And maybe it was some sort of conflict this guy was having. And I scrolled down and actually read the post. And I was like, oh, well, I'll be. Good on you, Kitty. You threw me for a loop there. So, yeah, if you want to know what I'm talking about, be sure to go over there and check it out. She's a great writer, despite being a good photographer too. So, yeah, we love you, Kitty.
She had some fun with that photo. Art from photography.
It's a painting. It's a painting. It's not a photo.
It's a photo when it got up here. She couldn't put the painting in the picture. She had to put a photo of the painting.
Yeah, now we got smartass here.
Yep. I was born that way.
I see that.
Little stuff matters. There we go.
Noted.
Thank you, Engine. And Sarge. Yeah, it'll put Dan to work. He's been curating the pimps. So Sarge, you're up. Banjo says, except Shane. Banjo's tossed in a couple of comments about Shane today.
Once again, Shadows, thank you so much now for hosting this show. And for all of you that don't know, this is the oldest manual curation um, podcast on Steam. I did some research, and yes, it is indeed the oldest. Been around a long time. Some have come and gone, and PYPT is still here. So thank you so much, Shadows Pub, and everyone that supports this place, and comes around all the time, and helps out. But
Well,
anyway,
as
let's take a look
I've
at this
said on
poster.
more than one occasion, without you people showing up, the show wouldn't be here. So it's a mutually beneficial thing.
Well, exactly. So I'm trying to curate more, and my voting power and all that at 100% too much and bragging about being a dolphin and everything. So I need to spread some pennies of steam around. Now, this post that I've shared here is really cute, really nice, and by a 6-year-old. And if y'all know old Sergeant Dan, an uncle, a granduncle, the fifth grandpa to loads of kids, um, I love youngins, mostly because I used to be one. But this is nice. This is a little contest. This is a really neat post. I promised Draker Noise. You might know him from my tunes. Frank, if you know Frank, and he drops in now and again. But this is really, really cute, really, really nice. I'm sure mommy and daddy helped out with this here on Steam, but I think it's really cute. And, y'all might want to have a look at it and pretty interesting. I'm surprised I'm just seeing this because I'm nosy. Anybody that knows Sergeant Dan, I'm nosy. I'm all around servers looking at stuff. But y'all might want to have a look at this. That's really, really cute.
All right. Thank you, Dan. And yes, Nightmare, Kitty Girl is correct. It's been on since 2017, October 2017.
Yep, and I've been here since August. Well, originally. That other account you don't want to look at, Sahito. I'm glad I lost the keys. But
So,
yeah,
for anybody that is looking for the links, there is a post that is being compiled as we go through this show of all the links that are presented on the show, and the link to the forum where that post is up there in the channel that says post links at forum, and that will take you to the forum at any time, and you can go through any of the links that have been presented at PYPT.
yes, and also if you check out my weekly thing I'm trying to keep up with, I'll have a link there for you too, as well as the recordings on YouTube for Pimp Your Post Thursday, the
Is it on?
question on Thursday.
Okay, well let's do. Just give me a moment here, and I'll set up a couple of giveaways because apparently the bot's back on. So I'm just looking at the time, and we'll do this one for. And that one will do that. Okay. There are 2 giveaways running. I just shortened the time on them so they'll be within our usual time frame. Okay. Health recipes. You are up. So up in the giveaway channel, there's 2 giveaways running. Just click on the emoji underneath, and when the time runs out, the bot will make a selection. Okay, do we have a little write-up here? This is a digital art post by Sacra97 for a challenge. It's a retouched image. It is the image of a movie well blurred. So is the purpose of the blurring you're supposed to be able to figure out the movie? Health recipes is typing a response there. Purpose was to make a digital image. Okay. I just wondered if it was a challenge. Was to make a new digital image. Okay. Come on. And who do we have up next? We have Nathan's up. Nightmare says by the what is Venezuela's language is Spanish. I believe that is what they speak. All right, Nathan, you got another post? Is Nathan still with us? Or did we lose Nathan? I think we lost Nathan. Okay. That means we're back to Nightmare again. Nathan must have had a connection issue. Okay. What do you got here, Nightmare?
So this is a post by John. Well, he is one of my greatest supporter in Steam. As you can see, I have the biggest spot there. Before I thought I was the one who supports him that well, but then I realized he is the one. So I think it needs some support then to gain more audience about this because he's doing great on Steam. He keeps on supporting many Steamians, especially the slow RC in Steam.
I see that. He's got a nice array of votes he's doing there.
Yeah, he's doing very good.
Oh, did you lose your sound, Nathan? Nathan, it probably helps if you're actually in the voice channel.
Yeah, that actually would help. He can't hear you then.
Yeah.
I think you were. I think it kind of helps that you.
Yes, you got disconnected. You sure did. Jump back in. So one day, John will be brave enough that he'll present his post himself, but that's okay. Nightmare did it for him. Some people take time. Did Nathan come back in? On a 4G modem, barely have one bar and it's blinking. Oh, he's got connection issues. Oh, you're in the bathtub. Well, can't get you being electrocuted at PYPT. It's not a good sound. All right. So Nathan's apparently having connection issues. So Engine, you're up.
All of a sudden too.
I don't know how long you'll be able to hear me or not, but this is one thing that we do over there in the Alliance. We let people come post on our SteamPeak account. And Latino Romano is probably our most prolific Latino writer, Spanish writer. Pops off with these stories every now and then. This one's kind of tear jerking. It's about a guy that got his heart broken and stuff like that. And yeah, it was sad, but it was really well written. And so I got to give him props for it and pimp him a little bit. You know, he also, somebody gifted the Allied Forces account like 2,000 Spaco, SPACO. So a lot of those people that do post in Spanish will be getting a little extra boost now. So thank him for that if you're one of those people. I know, Sacra, you post a lot with the Spanish tag, so that'll definitely help you.
So Spaco is for the Spanish community?
Yep, Spanish community, exactly. SPACO.
Very good. We're going to see a lot of that going down the road. All right. Thank you, Engine.
There's a lot of people in Venezuela down there that post. You'd be surprised.
Oh, it's a big community. And Adtoshi is leaving us for the moment. For this week.
Nighty night, hombre.
Yeah, I'm going to be leaving. Yeah, I have some company that came over, so.
Whoops.
I'm out now.
Tell them you're busy.
Why is there? I'm going to miss the giveaway.
Say
probably.
I'm busy camping. You're just going to have to wait. I'm just kidding.
No, I have to go.
All
They're
right.
yelling in the background. So.
We
Thanks for coming.
I was at a meeting the other night and they were trying to arrange a meeting on a different night so that they could do a Christmas potluck. And they hit on a Thursday. And I looked at them and I went, I can't be here on a Thursday, especially in the evening. And why not? I says, because I facilitate a bunch of pimps. You should have seen the looks I get.
All right, I gotta go. But that was a
See
good one.
you, see you later. All right.
God bless you, Satoshi. You have a good night.
And Snook, you're up. Snook, you didn't fall asleep, did ya?
Snook, wake up.
You have to go check in.
She dropped her emoji in. There she is. You might want to try unmuting. There
It's
you
a
go.
stupid phone. When you hit the push to talk, the mute is right above.
Oh,
So I had to run in and, well, you didn't hear that part because obviously I hit the wrong place, but
so you
I
did it. You did a
muted.
wonderful speech, but you did it all to yourself, and you're doing it again. She dropped right out this time.
I'm back.
So this time you didn't mute yourself. You just left.
I just hung up on myself. All right, before I mute my headphones next. And my mom's like, I can hear you. Because I'm like yelling, can you hear me? And my mom's watching TV. Yeah, I can hear you. And I'm like,
You're going great. You're not who I want to hear. Okay, tell us about
okay.
tell us about the
This,
post.
the post is about the second half of the story that I wrote yesterday. This morning I pimped the first part of it, and it's just a good story. You don't have to vote on it. That's not why I put stuff in here, but it's just I haven't written a real story in quite a long time, and I'm really liking how this is turning out. And the reason it is called Bedtime Story is because when I go to bed at night, I tell myself a story. And this is one of the stories that I made up over a long period of time and on many nights. And it just puts me to sleep. So instead of thinking about your problems and that, I just make up stories in my head. So I'm taking one of those stories and actually writing it down. So it's kind of a pretty special story to me. And anyway,
So I'm telling myself a bedtime story to make myself go to sleep, and then I wake myself up so I can write this bedtime story down. That works.
well, actually, this is an old bedtime story. This is an old one, but yeah, I know. And so actually, though, when I've been writing them, it's been at night, and as when I get done with them, I go to bed, which is actually where the good night came in, because I'm like,
Ah.
oh, well, now I can go to bed. Night. So anyway, but yeah, again, I haven't written actual fiction in quite a while, and I'm really liking how it's turning out.
Oh, good. Sometimes
So
you just need to do it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about doing this particular story for a while, and but I was doing the stare at a blank piece of paper, when I would have time, and finally the other night it finally came, some words actually started on the paper. And so hopefully tonight I'll get a third part done. We'll see.
Okay. We'll know come next week if you share
Oh,
the
yeah.
third part.
Yeah.
That'll do it. So, has anybody else got something to share? Oh, everybody's happy already?
I can grab one. You know me.
Go for it. Because we still got time on those giveaways, so, you know. Sure, go for it, Nightmare. Engine's getting a link.
I don't know. Engine is kind of shy. I, I don't know if he wants to share.
He's about as shy as you are, Dan. There we go.
Okay, little selfless promotion here. I don't usually pimp my own posts, but tonight, since we need a little airtime. Oh, speaking of airtime, are we like streaming? Is people from Vim and Facebook,
Vim
Twitch, and all
and
that stuff?
Vim and
What's up,
Face
audience?
Vim
For
and
those that are
Facebook
out there, I'm flashing
and
you a peace sign.
YouTube.
Alrighty then. But yes, this is we started doing this game night thing at the house every Saturday. We're trying to anyway. It's taking a little bit to get into plumber pants. That's in the game. Wow. But it's funny because we pretty competitive, I guess, in all of our natures. Before we even got through with the first game, like one of my kids wanted to quit because they weren't winning, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't want to play." And then she went downstairs, and then she came back up later and played cards with me and Luna, and it was pretty fun. But so yeah, we'll see how it goes this week.
Yeah, sometimes teaching kids how to lose is just as important as letting them enjoy winning.
Yeah, I was
Canada.
giggling. I was losing the worst. I mean, I didn't hit any ladders. You know, I was like down at like 20 or 30, and they're all up around 60, 70. And I hit one of the big slides and dropped all the way back down to like 12 or something. I'm like, see, look.
Can adults play?
Say again?
Can, adults play too?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I hope so. Engine was playing.
Yeah, I'm an adult at heart or something like that, right? Childlike, not childish or something. I don't know.
Well, at least you are by age.
Yeah, true enough.
What the hell is that? Plumber pants. It's
That's a
kind of
game.
like me every time I bend over. They say I look like a plumber. My sister told me to pull my britches up because I'd get arrested for selling crack.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, Nightmare. Nightmare's got a link there. What's this about, Nightmare?
So uh, I was from my friend that studied of first year college. He's relied on me about these things like research, mini research, some stuff like that. So this time I put it in my Steam account because it's my own writings anyways. But then she will just she will just show it to the school. So I put it there about the students cyberbullying in life. How does it affects? Yeah, I am John.
International superstar. It's
So that's I explained it here about the how does cyberbullying affect the student's life. Well, we know it's hard. Cyberbullying affect us because many people will see about what we did, about what the others dead to us, even though it's not true. So it's kind of hard.
Right. Good stuff.
Well, it is an issue, but when I was a boy, when I was in school, I used to get picked on a lot. I was a weird kid. Well, I haven't changed much, but you know, uh, I used to get bullied a lot. I always joke and say I was the nerd that got beat up by the nerds, and that's not too far from the truth. But later I became a Marine. I went to my 10-year high school reunion in a set of blues. So, you know, I mean, I get it. I mean, that's bad. You know,
Bullying's wrong no matter what age.
well, it is. I mean, it was, shadows. It was different in our day. They were we didn't really call them nerds back then. They were the kids that got picked on and stuff because they were different. Well, they didn't fit in and everything, but you
Well,
know,
it's always been wrong. It's just finally being called out, but there's still a long way from it being dealt with. There's too many people that are too willing to go, oh well, there's always been bullying. Well, that doesn't mean it needs to continue.
no, I agree. I agree 100%. But with me, and I mean, it's different for different people, but with me, it was a builder. You know, I shit, all that shit I went through when I was in school, I ended up being a Marine Corps infantry guy and everything else. I went to my 10-year high school reunion. Everybody couldn't believe it. Said, this old nerd. And he's a sergeant of Marines. Oh my God.
Biggest
Well,
part of the
bullying,
problem,
unfortunately.
biggest part of the problem is that 9 times out of 10, the ones that do the bullying grow up to be adult bullies. Because that's how they learn to cope.
And now you know why Sarge is the way Sarge.
All right, Injun, you got something else for us? And Contraburden, are you still here? And Nightmare? And
Yes.
Injun better be here because he's presenting. You guys have the SBI.
Woohoo. I'm going now. See you guys.
So John Doerr says, I experienced 4 times in school people bullying, well beyond that by today's standards. I fought and kicked the asses of them every time and always getting suspended. That has often happened where the bullied person fights back and ends up getting in trouble while the bully gets away with it.
Yeah, but in my country, it's not that. I don't know in others, but when I was in school, it's not that serious about bullying.
Snook could kick everyone's butt. You still do. It's called Snook Made Me Do It. Ooh, health recipes cut to the chase. She broke a bully's arm. Did Injun lose his connection? It looks like he did. Yeah, Injun dropped off. Is that time of night for him? Gave one an exploded eardrum. Whoa! Yeah, 8 p.m. That's insane. Of course, I can't talk. My connection's been flaky at times today. It's okay, Snook. It's a bit of a short drive sometimes, eh?
Very, very short.
There he's back. Is he active? Are you with us, Injun?
Quick, put the microphone by your mouth and speak.
He's in the channel. Are you with us, Injun? Well, he's there, but I'm not sure he's hearing us.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I grew up with a Polish last name. I got picked on all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably would.
Tell that Pollock to hit the road.
Yeah, I heard every Polak joke, everything. Yeah, everything. I got made fun of.
I think one of the things that makes the Newfies so enduring to other Canadians is they usually, now we can hear you, they usually tell the Newfie jokes. They're really good at being self-effacing that way.
Well, that's where I learned how to cope with it, is in, because of school.
Yeah. Are you back? You're back now. We heard you, Injun. You had a link that you wanted to share?
Sure.
I normally stick to Norwegian.
I'm kind of curious why
Puerto Rican.
this post is this. You hardly get anything for it, and yeah, it's from Divine, not really Spotlight Artist, but anyways, yeah, they're looking for somebody to go over there and be on their show. So I don't know if there's any musicians in here. Contra Borden, maybe might be a good plug to pop in over there, or anybody else that's musically inclined. Maybe an organ duo wants to pop over there, or I don't know if there's any other musicians in here. But
So
Divine, I like her. I follow her around other social places too. So
she's a bit of a character, to say the least.
yeah.
So is this a show she's doing or a contest she's doing?
It's a show. She's looking for some people to be on the show with her. So
because I'm seeing it says when the deadline is, but I'm not seeing.
well, yeah, that's so they can have it arranged and stuff, because that's when the show is. Obviously, you can't say I want to be on the show 2 hours before the show, and then they have to go get material and stuff for it. So
Yeah,
that's
but
why they
I'm not seeing when the show is. But it'd be a good idea for her to put that in the post to promote when the show is, even though there is a deadline.
the 29th of November. We have a few slots left. Episode 57, 29th of November.
Yeah, what time?
Oh, time would be good, huh?
See, it wasn't totally off the wall. Just drop in there and hang out until the show starts. Might take all day, but hang out.
I did that this morning in PYPT.
You did, but I had also tagged and said when it was going to be starting too, didn't I?
Well, actually, I was like 4 hours early, and then I waited.
Oh, where's Zippy? She's going to be yelling fixed here. Contra Borden and Injun, are you here?
Present.
Hi.
You both got the shade.
Yeah.
Yay.
So you both got the shade. You both got the SBI. There you go.
Yeah. Witness is locking it down tonight.
Okay.
Well, not as a. I don't know. I am a great singer. Not a musician.
What do you mean playing the shade?
Not very good at. The only time I've ever been curried on Steam.
Can you hear me? Hello? Am I still there? I see people kind of typing, and Shadow is silent.
I can hear you. Dan's talking again, so I was letting him talk without cutting him off, but he's kind of talking over top of you. That's part of the problem. So
Oh, why can't I hear him?
you can't hear Dan?
No.
Well, that's
Oh,
odd.
drop out and come back because I can hear him.
Yeah.
Probably best for Pimp. No, but
Oh,
as
there
I
you are.
was saying, the only time I've ever been curated by Curry and all that, them folk that everybody wants a vote from them is for my singing. And normally when I sing, I go and I find, some background music on Google or whatever. I'll go ahead and sing. And I'd go ahead and uh, join the contest, but I need some backup instrumentals, which back when I was a worship leader, I used to fight with them all the time because the damn music would overpower my voice. And of course, being as self centered as I am, I didn't care for that. I like Tanner, but I don't play any instruments. I do play harmonica and a recorder. In other words, I'm not a musician, but I do love to sing.
So what? Um, Somebody sold some sold some at 0.008 and it crashed the value.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, but
I
that's
wish I
okay.
would have known. I'd have bought
It
it all.
it it won't take much to bring it back up. It happens on occasion. No, it wasn't an eco this time, Snook. If that's what you were asking. No, it wasn't him. Good.
Is it time for me to go in there and play around in Steam Engine?
Sure. Have fun. So, has anybody else got anything they want to present tonight? Okay. Oh, we've had a lively show tonight, that's for sure. You've been listening to Shadows Pub host, Pimp Your Post Thursday, evening edition from the Ramble. And until next time, it's all about community. And yep, bye, Wilma.
Night, Wilma.
Sometimes I actually leave that in there, Snook.
Do you really? That's
Yep.
cute.
Keep it hold, Pam.
I like that.
Are we